welcome along. My name is Eddie and this is my vlog, and today is July the 25th, and yeah, we're down here at our field of wheat with the harvester. We're gonna get cracking in here today. We've got our Bailey trailer for the carting attached to our G190, and yeah, our New Holland L625 we're gonna get out for the first time this year. We've actually got fields of this field is ready with the oat, with the wheat. Our big field of oats is ready, so we're going to be doing that in a while, and I think it's our field of canola down the bottom that is ready too. So let's oh no, before we climb back in the combine, let's connect up our PTO and all of our lines, and then we can jump in here, and yeah, we are going to be doing getting cracking on this today. Right, now I want to be going around for the first cut. I want to be going around counterclockwise. That way we keep our auger protected. We're going to be stopping to unload. I'm going to have to move the G190 to do that. And I'm wondering, I'm just trying to see. Hopefully we should be alright for our fill levels. Let's start her up. I did a bit of maintenance on this recently, because obviously it's the first time we've been using this year. She's sounding nice. She's seems to be taking this in fine, although not. Okay, I think I've worked out what it is. The thresher hasn't started up, so let's get that started. There we go. Lower that in. And now she's cutting nicely. Really throaty piece. I can't believe that I forgot to start the thresher up, but it is going, and we are harvesting rather nicely. And she's going up. Yeah, going up well. Yeah, going at a fairly short pace. Is pretty. This looks like a pretty good thing of wheat. We're not moving yet. I think we're doing about 3-4 miles an hour. But in wheat, I'm not surprised about this. Wheat being a fairly thick crop, fairly high yield. We're gonna get a good amount out of here, and you can see we've got a nice level of wheat already going in. That's 700 liters in so far. So yeah, it's going to be really good. I think we're going to get a great amount out of this. We're dropping straw as well. The great thing about the wheat here is that it's going to be a good crop, not just for us money wise, but also should be a good crop for us with this whole self-sufficiency that we're trying to achieve. And in doing so, we'll get all of this in. Have a really good amount of straw for the year, which is much better than where we are with the hay at the moment. The hay just is not drying, which is, it's weird. We've got a really good level of moisture at the moment. We've had a dry while. The moisture content in this isn't very high, but the hay is just not drying. So we're trying to sort of get that to work, and see what we can do for that. But at the moment, yeah, we're still looking at having to buy hay in and do silage with all the grass, because it's just not having any of it, which is, it's weird. I can only think there's something. Well, I don't know. It just isn't drying. Is what's happening. We're about probably about halfway around the field now, and it is we're over 5,000 liters of 5,000 liters of wheat in the combine. We're getting it's really good, the yield on here. We're getting somewhere in the region of about 7 tons a hectare out of this at the moment, which is amazing. Such a nice high amount of wheat, really, really dense. And yeah, it's meaning that we're going pretty slow in the combine in order to make sure things don't gum up and things are things keep running as they should. So I'm quite pleased with this. We're also getting a really decent amount of straw at the back. When we get over 7,000 litres, what I'll do is we can stop. I'll need to go and get the tractor and trailer and fill that up. But we are we're in a really, really good place with this. Let's back that out, get that in, and get round the corner. And you can see it's flowing so nicely into here, and it's just such a nice, dense, high yield crop that we've got in here. Now, when we get to about 7,000 litres, what we're going to have to do, I think, is probably make some space in order to empty. Unless we can get, we've only got about 1,000 litres available for this. So I'm very tempted to sort of get to this corner here, sort the corner out, and then see where we go from there. Simply because this area here is a good area for us to empty. We get round the corner here, and we start getting into an area where it gets harder to position. Although we do still have a nice amount of space around the edge. It gets a bit funnier once we get further round. Yeah, you can see it's thinning out a bit. We've just passed 7,000 litres, and we're running along the same line as we were before. We do have, thankfully, a fairly large area at the end of the field here. So what I'm going to do is just bring things up here. We'll turn that off for now. And what I can do is move the combine into this area here. We should be able to then get the auger out tree free, and this is why we keep the auger where we do. Let's bring that out. There we go. We should be able to get that okay. We're gonna have to go round the field with the tractor, otherwise we're gonna have issues. There's no way we can get down this side here, so we'll have to follow around, and we'll go and have a look at how well it's been dropping the straw. So start her up. And it was a toss-up for me between this tractor and the 110 for carting. I think the 110 would have handled it, but this is more of our general use tractor around the farm. So it made more sense to be using the G190. I kind of, and also there are lots of hours already on the 110. I kind of want to spread the time a little bit, and this will do things fine. It's a decent amount of straw we've got off this. Looking at this, it's going around, and I'm quite pleased that we managed to make it so it sort of flows round in the corners quite well as well. As a combine driver, making it easier for myself, well, make it easier for the baling man or the baler man in general is good. When it's yourself going to do it, it's even better if you can make the job easier. But yeah, it's interesting that we got most of the way around the field, and then we've got the need to get emptied. So yeah, this is a pretty good yield for this. Let's pull this round. There we go. Get it emptied. There we are. So this should be pretty good. As I said, we'll leave that emptying for the moment because I want to have a look. We've got let's have a look in where we're dropping. We're not dropping much at all, actually. So we're going at a decent speed. You find that if you force too much through your combine at once, you end up with lots of grains in your behind you there, simply because it doesn't give enough time for the thresher in here to process everything. Oh, there we go. All right, let's go stop that. Okay, and then we want to back this off. I'm going to go around. Not going to fit between the header there. So let's just back this off. Yeah, the only reason I think that I would have used the 110 rather than the G190 here is because is to try and fit under the auger, but this tractor fits easily under the auger, so we'll leave that there. Expecting to have to run back and get that in a bit, but first let's back this off. We'll put the auger in. That way we can protect it, make sure we don't bang it on anything. Start up our head again. And away we go. Perfect. And continue on our slow progress around the field. But we are going to get a really nice amount of crop out of this. First headland done, and we are already... well, actually, I think we're already over... No, just under quarter of a tank. So, yeah, it's a very, very nice yield pulling off this field. We're going to be... Well, we're already looking at having, what's, 14,000 tons off this, just having done the... not even having done a full set of headlands. I mean, I want to look at the size of this field and the turning circle of this combine. We probably want to go around here 2 to 3 more times, which is going to take a while. But it is, yeah, it is just such a huge yield, and that is what's causing all this issue at the moment. And the speed with which our combine is going around here is that the size of this yield, we don't go at a lower speed. We're going to end up just losing crop out the back of the combine, and that is the trouble when you have a good one like this. But having said that as well, we are I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth if it takes us a little bit longer to get the field cut, but we get a nice amount out of it. That is great. What worries me is the weather holding up. We've not got any rain or anything forecast, so we should be good from that point of view. But like always during harvest, I'm going to be watching that like a hawk, you know, checking on what's going on all the time, making sure that we don't cut for straw at the wrong timing, you know, the wrong time, because that would really cause us trouble. And yeah, just make sure in general that we are in a good place. Coming up on 7,000 litres and pulling in, yeah, 7 tons a hectare at the moment still. Just under, it's about 6.8, 6.9. We got that field through there is accessible from here, of course. Just looking at that, if we were expanding out the farm, it's looking at all those places where the farm connects to going forwards. And if we're getting crops like this out of here this year, we are going to be in a really good place. Now I need to watch where we are. I don't want to overload if I can get away with it, but we'll see what happens. We are, yeah, I want to get about 7,500 litres off this. We were slightly under when we emptied last time, but let's get the auger out now. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Auger is out. Not got anybody to come and do that. We are going to just... Whoa. There we go. Thrush is cut out. But that's all right. Let's turn that off. And we'll hop over the other side, go and grab the tractor and bring it back and get it emptied. Now this trailer holds about 13,500 litres, so it's a little bit under 2 full tanks. So I just need to sort of take that into account. But if we get that under there, yeah, there we go. We'll just head into our combine, get that unloaded. So start that up. There we are, and yeah, so it will it'll hold roughly a full, just under 2 full tanks. So we're gonna get, I think we're gonna get about 7,200 litres into here. Move that a little bit. We're not quite in the centre. Oh, back it off from the back. Yeah, you can see it all going in. There we are. And yeah, you see 269 litres left. But I'm going to put this down and we'll turn this off once my auger's in, so that we're leaving that nice and safe. And then we'll take this and I'll go and show you guys where we're going to be tipping this. And hopefully we'll be able to do it fairly safely. But I think we might end up with more crop than I was initially expecting off this field. So as we talked about for a while, we're going to be putting our crops into here. I think my best bet is going to be down this end here, and we'll put it in that corner. Trying to back it round and into here, I think is going to be a bit difficult. So yeah, we're gonna, this crop we're gonna put in this corner, and then we're gonna put some concrete barriers across, and then we'll do the oats down there. We're gonna just sort of have to put stuff around the farm this year, unfortunately. We just have not been able to get a grain store built in time. Time has just sort of got away from us. We do have enough space in here to store all our crops. It is just a case of separating them enough. And you can see why I was a little bit hesitant to... well, actually, you know what? If we can back this into that area there, we'll be good. So let's just reverse around here. It's not an impossible... oh, it's not actually. That is much easier than I thought that was going to be. So we'll actually use the concrete storage areas that we have and get this into the back. We might have to get the bucket with the on the telehandler to do this a bit. We also want to keep an eye on the roof. Because we're not careful, we're gonna hit the roof. So we'll just tip the last of this a little bit more carefully. Yeah, there we go. That is all out, and that works wonderfully then. And yeah, we can pull the wheat down that corner, and it works well. And then we just need to swing this round here. Oh, I don't think... Yeah, there we go. Tight turn, but we've made it. And then back to the field. So it's a nice short little trip to do our tipping. We've got this massive pile of manure there. That is going to be so useful soon. And anything we don't use, we will just get sold off. Now what I'm going to do is going to leave this tractor here, because with the way it's been going with our combine, another round of the field is going to bring us up to this top corner. So I'm going to jump in the combine and see how close we get to where our tractor is. Here we go. Jump back in. Start her up. Start up the thresher. Start up the head. And away we go. At a massively fast speed again. We're about 2/3 full as we're coming past our G190. So this field is continuing to give us about 7 tons a hectare. Really, as I said the whole way through this vlog, this is a great yield off this field. Combine is struggling with it a little bit, if I'm honest. It's a bit higher than I think we were going. We are going slower progress on it, but as I was saying earlier, I would rather have slower progress trying to go through this and keeping at it than to have a really bad yield and this not to be worth our time. I think we're all right, fuel and everything as well. So it's yeah, it's just a case of slogging away, keeping going, and hopefully we're going to have a good amount. There we go. But you can see it's the moment I stop putting stuff through it, the combine just eases up completely. But it's doing the job. It's getting through it and throwing it. Once it goes above that 7 tons mark, it really clogs up the combine. So we're getting a slower thing at the moment, simply because if we go any faster than this, we're gonna lose crop out the back, and I'm very, very wary of that. We've made it back down to this bottom corner again, and we are almost completely full. We've got 7,000 litres or 7,300 litres in the combine, coming up to 7,400. So I want to actually stop at this point. We'll turn off the head and turn off the thresher, and we'll go and grab ourselves our tractor and trailer and get this emptied. We're getting a really, really good amount off here. It's gonna be, so I think that the 4th headland is probably going to fill this up. Looking at how far we're getting now, that we've got every time we go round the field, of course, we're getting a slightly diminishing return, and so we're going to make it roughly back to where we are now with the 4th headland. I think what we're going to do to maximize the amount of straw we get off this field, I think we're going to bale this headland up tomorrow, so that we get the so we can get the maximum amount of straw off here without with the minimum amount of compaction. I'm very aware of how much I'm compacting any straw on this headland. All right, let's get that nicely over the middle, and then we can just get back up a bit and empty that out. And once we've got this emptied, we can get everything started up again. So I might as well start my thresher, start the head, because this does, one of the nice things about this is it does empty fairly quickly. No window in this combine, which is a little bit disconcerting. Find that a bit difficult to tell how much we've got left, but we can see it from our indicator. Yeah, we're about to finish. And there we go. So that back in. And away we go. Big yield, snail's pace. as I expected, we got to roughly the same point we did last time, where we were 2/3 full. In fact, we're slightly less full here this time than we were last time. So yeah, the diminishing returns as we spiral around the field are beginning to eat into it. But that does mean that we should get most of the way around this field for our 4th headland and get that complete. I think we will get this bailed up. It is I'm probably going to be doing a bit of driving across it. We have got a patch of weeds that have made it into the field. They are a bit hardy considering all the work we did to try and eliminate those. The only patch of weeds I've seen, actually. So that's that actually has paid off pretty well. But yeah, 2/3 full at this point, and about half the field to go. So I don't think we're going to get back to our gateway. But we'll see how far we get round before we unload, and then if we have a little bit more to take off the headlands today, then we'll do that. But I think, yeah, much better plan as far as trying to preserve as much of this straw as possible is going to be to get this field baled up next, and I'll do that tomorrow, and then yeah, from there what we can do is go and get the that's being a bit slow, is get those bales collected and go from there. So down and in, launch ourselves into a little bit, and hopefully, yeah, things will pick up a bit. Yeah, that's why it slowed right down. Oh wow. Should make it round. We've got 5,540 odd litres in here at the moment. But this part of the field seems to be a higher yield because we just struggle. We've struggled through it every time we've had to go through here today with this bit of the field. So yeah, should be good. As we're coming to the bottom corner where our G190 is, we've got 6,000 litres, just over. We should make it down there. I think this will be one complete run around the field. Best bet is probably to empty at this corner here into there. I think that will empty everything into the trailer. And what I'm going to do is empty into the trailer and then get to the end of the field, I think. We won't get a full tank doing that, and what I'll be able to do is basically just stop the combine at that corner, and then we can go and empty our tractor and trailer, come back, empty the combine again, and that will be it for today's harvest. It is getting on a bit in the day, and the slow progress we've been making has sort of taken its toll. It's not often you start a field and it takes this long to do the headlands, but when you're going as slow as we are, that does tend to be the case. So yeah, we're going to be we've got, takes 13,500 litres, so we want to be just that little bit. Yeah, just want to get ourselves to 7,000 litres, and then we can manoeuvre the tractor and trailer into the right place. There we go, that will do. Oh, that's spot on. Right, handbrake on. Just stop that and auger out, and yeah, we are now doing a complete round of the field for 7,000 litres. That's good. Right, get this underneath our auger, nice and central. There we are. Handbrake on. And empty it out. So this should give us a full trailer. But what I'm going to do is, as I said, is just go and finish this field off. Or finish this headland off. We're not going to finish this field off. Finish this headland off, and then I can go and tip everything. That saves me doing lots of running around that I don't want to do. So we'll leave that there for now. Meanwhile, we'll head and get this headland finished. Coming back to the start of the field, we've got another 1,700 litres in here. But that is really good. I'm very, very pleased. Let's just take our combine over here. We'll turn the thresher off as well. Where are we gonna? Yeah, we'll just put this over here, because we're gonna need to come back. And actually, no, we'll go at the top end of the field with this. That way, we have to do less driving. And we're gonna start from the top end of the field next time, anyway. But yeah, that's 28,500 litres off this field, off the headlands. Really, really good. Expecting what, probably somewhere in the region of 40 to 50,000 litres off this field. There we go. Auger is out, and we'll just pop down the bottom end, get the tractor, and we can then go and empty that and get ourselves, well, come back, get the last remaining 1,500 litres. Pity we couldn't have fit that in this trailer, but it's okay. It's all good. We have what we have. Let's get this back up and tipped, and then we can come back and empty the combine again. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm pleased with the amount that we've got off here. In fact, we can go out this bottom gateway here with yeah, off just the headlands to get nearly 30,000 litres is really good. This field should be worth quite a bit of money to us. If the oats, oh wow, if the oats are anywhere near this yield, which they won't be because oats do yield lower than wheat does. But yeah, that oat field, A, is going to be a big hassle to cut, but B, it's going to be a very big profit. So let's get this backed into here. I'm a little bit more confident this time, and as a result, I've already started to make a bit of a mistake. Yeah, not quite as accurate as I was the first time. Let's back this in slowly and carefully. Are the watchwords. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, 30,000 litres off just these. I think what we'll do is we'll get the telehandler in here as well. Make sure that this grain is nicely piled up as well. Because the last thing I want to do is cause myself issues. You can see we've not got it to the back either. Let's see if we can get this tipped. There we go. Yeah, lots of grain. That's what, nearly 30,000 litres. Well, 27,000 litres of grain looks like. Pull it forward, and yeah, we'll get the bucket on here. There is actually plenty of headspace in this. Especially for a trailer of this size to get it tipped, so it's fine. Let's bring this around. Take it. Ooh. It's a difficult turn, that. I thought I'd taken that wide enough that time. There we go. Yeah, That is tight. I need to remember that going forwards. We will head around here and into here, and there's our harvester, so we can get this emptied. And yeah, that is then the headlands on this wheat field done and dusted, and we will be wait, in a position to, well, in a position next time, or tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be in here with the baler, get all this straw on the headlands done, because it needs doing. Empty that out, and there we go. So that is a fairly successful day, I think, doing the harvest. So I'm gonna leave this vlog here, go and get myself a cup of tea. For now though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.